Hello, my name is Garrick82 and welcome back to our Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode playthrough. I'm just finishing up a couple of the things here. One is the creative modifier for tinkers. Easy enough. The life essence buckets are a bit annoying, but everything else super easy. These expander things are just slime ball and that, so everything super easy. But yeah, as we can see, the buckets. Anything with like single-use items or whatever, just a bit annoying. But yeah, I've gone ahead and done 8 of those, and we got 8 of the creative cobble generators last episode. I'm just noticing that was in the wrong spot. But yeah, I'm just kind of slowly filling in everything here. There are a couple single-use items, which is a bit annoying. The blood orbs, these crystal rune things are only single use, so I'm gonna have to like have them in my inventory and then place them in. I'm pretty sure these Oblivion Death Bomb things, which I'm not really looking forward to having to do that, but pretty sure those are single use as well. But yeah, I'm just kind of going along and oh, I just realized I didn't see those had a EMC, but apparently it's just the blue one that doesn't. We'll do, how about slime still while I am. There we go. All right. So I think most of the stuff I have on there is, I think I got everything with the EMC on that. But oh man, these hull shelves with the potion of our generation, I needed 32 of these potions. That was annoying. But yeah, everything else is got those. A little more complicated to craft up. Like these ingots are pretty difficult in all the creative stuff, but we're still working towards it. So yeah, probably can do these, but I'm actually gonna. We're just kind of doing that as we go along. Now I want to craft up this another creative item, which was really easy. I think pretty much everything had. The only things that didn't have EMC were these plates, the ingots, and these hyper diamonds. But of course I have done something wrong. Electrical heater? Oh, whoops. I got the wrong heater. I didn't realize there was 2. Alright, there we go. So, infinite energy from Magneticraft. Now, this one isn't... It's not part of the... It's not one of the creative things. There's 10 different creative items that go into this, and this is not one of them. But I'm pretty sure it powers this thing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finally break this. Bye. Actually, I may need to connect. And I don't even remember how to connect that stuff. I don't know. Is that working? Does that work? I could just throw some more. Let's throw some more tungsten in there. I do seem to use a lot of this heavy duty stuff, and I actually don't even have it set up. I usually just manually place it all in there. Alright, yeah. So there we go. It's connected. So, alright, we'll just leave that. And we'll move on to the next thing. And there. Go in there. So what is the next item? So there is the everlasting and the creative. So we basically have this stuff that we need to craft up. So I'm guessing maybe the creative generator will be the next one. Now this, we need 8 of these, or 9 if I want to keep extra one. Now, the question is, do I want to do that? I mean, if I'm making 8 of them, I might as well just make 4 more. Chaos. I mean, that makes sense. Oops. There we go. If I'm already making 8, we just might as well make 9. This does require nothing crazy. It just is 4 chaos ingots each, so I would need 36 chaos ingots for these. But I have kind of calculated that into how many of these we need. So I was kind of about I think you need about 1,800 and something, but I calculated about 2,000 of each item. That I can add more if I need it, but yeah, for about 2,000-ish, if we need more. Not too difficult. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've also pre-crafted, because these Endis pearls take forever to craft up with this thing only putting 1 in, so I went ahead and crafted up like 1,800 of those. So I'm thinking, sure, 40, why not? I only need 36 or whatever for that. Actually, why don't we just do, I think I did, let's just make sure this works, yeah. So 35 of those. Ah. That's right, I need to manually do that. So as we can see, that is quite a bit. All right, let's get the infinity at least going. And then we'll worry about the part. So how many? Wait, I'm totally, what am I doing here? It's not 40 infinity catalysts. I need way more. I need 1 of these per thing. All right, I kind of screwed that up. But yeah, I need way more than that. What am I talking about? All right, so if I need 35 more of these, yeah, I need about 329 more infinity. So, all right, that is a little bit different. All right, but while we get that kind of auto crafting, I guess I can start getting this stuff going. I do like the rainbow generators, but there's no point when we have the solar panels as powerful as they are. So I guess we'll just what does this infinite capacitor even do? You just fill it with, it's just like an infinite battery? Is that what that is, I guess? How difficult is this to make? Yeah. It's actually really not, it's not difficult at all. Really. That's actually not that difficult. It could replace that, but there's no point. Why bother replacing that? Alright, so there we go. Do that. I guess let me just, we'll work towards this. I just realized I need 9 of these, so I need to get 9 of these. And yeah, I've just let the world run. I think it's been running for 12 hours now, I think. Basically, whenever I finish my Omnifactory, I just open this up and just let let it run while I'm not playing. Yeah, we're up to 465 of these, but unfortunately, like we just saw, we need lots and lots. So I'm definitely gonna have to let this just run. I really don't feel like increasing the amount. That just takes so much time to set up, like the mob farm. And yeah, and the TPS issue, it's just not fun. So all right, let me cut here, and I guess we'll just I'll see if anything interesting happens. A lot of this stuff is just me buying stuff. That's not what I want to do. Just basically me buying stuff with EMZ and putting it in a crafting grid, and there's a couple things in here and there that Can't be done. Like, basically, the only thing on here, enchanted ingots. These ultimate energy cubes are a bit annoying. And there is my very loud cat. Alright, so let me cut here and we'll come back. Alright, we are back, and I'm still trying to kind of decide how I want to do this. I've just been actually just pulling out the singularities, a stack of them, and then just kind of letting that fill up again. I know it'd be much faster for me to like just click them all in kind of thing, but doesn't matter. It's not at this point. So yeah, it just kind of fills in and I make a stack. And same with this. I'm kind of just letting everything fill up, and then I'm pulling out. I'm actually only doing 63, so it keeps one in. It's a bit awkward because of the bug or whatever with these. So I need to clear the recipe, create 63 of them, so it leaves one in each, and then I save the recipe again and it fills them up again. So definitely a bit awkward, but I'm not overly stressed about it. But I have gone ahead, and as you may see, I have lots of ultimate energy cubes, which by the way do not work with the auto crafting. I do have a recipe for the ultimate energy cubes, but it gets stuck. Probably something with MBT. So it does the first two, and then I just manually put the other ones in to finish it up. But yeah, I've gone ahead and got 9 of each. Everything, nothing crazy. I did, for the enchanted ingots, I ended up actually also making a bunch of these, because these are actually pretty easy. Just iron, another star, all this stuff has EMC. So I ended up crafting up a bunch of those just to make it fast, if we need it in the future. I don't even know if we need it in the future. One annoying thing though was these, the rainbow generators. Even though these have EMC, they don't actually have any. You can't actually use them. You can't get them with the EMC. So I'm assuming, I don't know, probably because they all have 331. It's kind of similar to these, I think. They all have the same amount of EMC, so you only get one of them. But so I did have to manually craft these all up. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but yeah. I had to craft up a whole bunch of these. So, but anyway, I've gone ahead and got 4 of this. Just to create the one. I think I do want one. I know I'm having to create 4 extra chaos ingots. I mean, that's not the end of the world, 4, but it's still a whole bunch more of these. So what is this? It's 11, right? So it's 44 more chaos catalysts, but I mean, I don't think that's like the end of the world really. But guess we could, I don't know. I mean, technically we don't even need these anymore. If we have like an ultimate thing, do we really need these? Probably not. I don't know. I'm gonna leave them there just for the time being. If I need a whole bunch of solar panels again, I'll go ahead and grab them. I do want, I don't know why I placed that there. Do I have any? Yes, I do. So I'm kind of curious how much this actually produces. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm assuming it is as fast as you can transfer is how much you get. So I don't know, let's find out. That needs output. All right, so it looks like it's transferring 30 million or something. Yeah. I'm sure if we put more on it, I could get more out of it. Although, actually, what am I talking about? No, I just thought of something, and I just crafted them. Let's do this. Let's craft up. Let's craft one of these. So I need that and 2 cryotheum. If I could spell. Cryotheum. because that is infinite RF. So let's try this. I don't know if this is actually going to work, but yeah, I like the that model. Looks really cool actually for this block. I like the way that looks. All right. I don't need to be way up here. I could just put an input down here, but let's not do stuff the easy way. All right, so if we do that. Yeah, there we go. Apparently it's 2.16 gigs of RF per tick. So it's still going to take 6 years real time, almost 7 years of this world being open. There we go. We just hit, we're almost at 0.001%. That's funny. Now there actually is a way to fill this up pretty quick, and maybe we'll do it, but it does involve tacos. Maybe we'll do it, but right now I'm just gonna kind of continue with this. So unfortunately, again, with these single items, I just gotta keep putting that in. I did lose the other draconic thing. I don't know where it went. Oh well, it's cheap enough. Must have fallen somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's still up there. I was thinking that would break when I broke that. Oh well. Alright, so there is the generator. I mean, do we even need that? No. I'm like, but anyway, like I said, all this stuff has EMC. Thermal conducting alloy finally got automated with the boron. I needed to get boron arsenide, which was a bit of a pain, but I ended up using a creative fluid thing, so I got lots of that. But all right, anyway, let me cut here and we'll come back. And we are back, and as I am crafting up other stuff, I have started to kind of look at these crazy ingots that require a lot of different compression things. So this needs thorium, 1,000 thorium ingots. This needs 1,000 pink slime. They're not too bad. Like, this is EMC. I need 1,000. There we go. Like, that's super easy. So I need, if we look at this, I need 2 of each type, and I need 8 of these. So I only need 16 of these ingots. So like 16 of these, I need 16,000 cherry. Like, that's like really easy. But I want to get that kind of going because there's quite a lot of these. There's 4, so there's 36 different items. All right. 9, and there's 4 of those. So yeah, 36 different items we're gonna have to come up with here, and it should be, most of them should be really easy. What I'm basically just gonna do is a chest and then translocators. Like we've seen this like 50 million times. I think this is probably the easiest way. And then as soon as I get 16, I'll just quit it. I'll probably do like maybe 64 or something like that, just because that's easier than trying to stop it like midway. So that, and then, all right, so thorium, you can get from thorium essence. I need 16,000. I don't think I have enough. I might have enough with the essence, actually. I do. That's going to take a little while for me to craft up, though. But, whatever. Alright. Okay, maybe it's not going to take that long. Yeah, it's not going to take that long, actually. But, okay, so that's that. And then I guess the next one would be pink slime. Pink slime. I can't remember if we have a bunch of extra. Yeah, all right. So there's like 1,000. Oh, I need 16,000 of that, don't I? All right, so again, we'll have to How do I want to do that? Pink slime, that doesn't have a block, does it? We've been over that multiple times, right? Yeah, there's no block. All right, so that I'm gonna have to, let's get the, all right, I'll do that in a second. Let me get this set up. And we'll turn the pink slime thing on to get up to 16,000 so we can do that. Third one is cherry. All right, so basically cherry. And I need what? I don't know. I'm not gonna put too much, well, red matter. And then I need a ultimate catalyst. Right? Ultimate. Which I feel like I have. There. I don't think I've actually noticed the compressors have a thing above it. Is that like... Has it always done that? Alright, well there we go, there's dew. It's so fast. We'll just let that go up to 64, I think. Do these have? Maybe it's because I have translocators on top of the thing, it doesn't show. That's probably why. Well, there we go. I had no idea that did like a little thing on top of what it is. Interesting. But, alright, there we go. Oh, I forgot to. I was gonna wait to 64. Well. Alright, well anyway, that's that done. And then we'll just move on to the next one. I gotta break that. It's a bit awkward, but I was debating whether to do like 9 different ones, I was thinking maybe. But yeah, I think it'll be easier just to break it and replace it. With the next one. Now this doesn't have, yeah, it does have cherry, so I'm gonna have to break that as well. So yeah, I was debating, like I said, getting 9 of them so I wouldn't have to do this every time, but I feel like I'm waiting on other stuff, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. All right, so there's that. What's this one? That. Now that has 2.77 million, and it needs quite a bit. We'll just do white matter. It doesn't matter. I can always just throw one of those other things on there and I'll be set for like hours and hours. Instead of trying to like figure out how many of this I need kind of thing, so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is basically, can't think of any other faster way to do this than just piping the stuff in using EMC. All right, well, I guess let me continue this, and I'll continue getting the chaos ingots, I think. Yeah, look at that, we're almost done with that. Infinity, we are done with that. I'll go over there and grab some more. They should be full. Yeah, so basically, clear a recipe, put that in there, make them all. Save recipe, and there we go. I can actually take that out. Yeah, I don't know how anyone else to do that other than just manually placing it in myself. What's going on there? Am I out of night metal? Be out of night metal. Alright, well, that's no fun. But, yeah. Yeah, let me cut here and we'll come back. Oh, the other thing, yeah, I was gonna try this. Before I cut, let me do this. And that. This. I'm gonna put this in. I actually don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try this because we actually need ooh, is that not gonna work because it's 10 10 10? Yeah, it might not work because it's been identified. I may need to, how am I gonna do this? Plant this, and I may actually need to do 2, and then I don't know if that's the issue with that, why I can't place that in there, because there is a recipe for it. I may need to bust out that super laggy thing. Oh, it actually may have a bigger range than I realized. Alright, so I'll just wait for that, and then, yeah, what I'm going to try to do is, it's for this one. Nope. That one? Yeah, I need Draconium seeds, but I think it's the unidentified. Again, 16,000 of those we're going to need, so I'm going to see if we can get them through this, because I'm definitely not going to want to have to do it that way. 16,000 of those, that would be a nightmare. But yeah, I don't know. We shall see. You only get, it's a 1-to-1, but I'm thinking if we use this, it provides a chance, it doesn't consume the seed, but it says it lowers the amount that, yeah, it says it lowers the amount that you get from it. I can, yeah. Provides additional energy is required. Secondary output chance is substantially reduced. So that makes me a little worried that I'm not going to get much on that. But we shall see. All right, let me cut here and we'll come back. Wow, that white one didn't go far, did it? We'll do 3. All right, there we go. We'll be back. All right, so we are back, and notice I have a crafting station here. I'm just putting which ones we get, and then we need. Where did I? Oh, it's being used in there. That's right. I need a second one. Yeah, so basically just getting the 16 or whatever we need and putting it in there, and then I can keep track of what we need. So we need 3 more. Remember the pink slime. I've actually gone ahead and just set up another one to just feed into it. It's going to take a while, obviously, but yeah, if we need to speed it up, I definitely can. But at this point, I have so much other stuff I need to do that I'm not overly worried about it, but I am going to pump this stuff in from this. That'll give us like 4. Yeah. Oh, obviously we need 16 more. So yeah, it needs, there's only 1,000 each, so I mean it's not, well, we're only doing 1 every like what is that, 5 seconds? I guess it's gonna take a while, but we'll just let that run because I still need hundreds of the singularities, so I'm not in like a rush or anything. So that's that, and then I'm gonna do this one, and I'm just gonna, I guess, throw this. This is for the thorium. Let's go ahead and cable. I guess I'll just throw it on the end of this. I think that's actually... I don't know how many of the degree ingots we're going to need at this point. We almost may be done with those. But that's there, and then catalyst. All right. There we go. So that will obviously speed up once it gets going here. But that is the thorium and the pink slime, at least working. You know, like I said, it's going to take a while, but might as well get those going. Slight issue though, the photogenic insulator does not give any outputs if we use this thing. I don't know if it's like a 0.1% or something like that, but I went through a whole stack and it didn't give me 1, so that's not going to work. But you can see there's 41 in there, and that is because I have added auxiliary seeds, so increase the chance of output. Sometimes I get 2. Problem is, since we have no speed upgrades on here, this is insanely slow. So I'm gonna have to get a whole bunch because we need 16,000 Draconium. So that's a thing, and I feel like someone mentioned that many episodes ago. It sounds familiar that I needed tons of Draconium seeds. So now I am just finding out why we need tons of Draconium seeds. I think I probably didn't see why we needed them, so I completely forgot about it. But I think we're gonna do... I'm gonna set up like a whole array. Basically, I'm just voiding the essence that we get. I just need the seeds. So I'm thinking... I'm gonna have to set up like a whole big thing. Maybe like 16 of these all working. And I put it. I guess I could need this. I'm not going to space. Maybe I'll do it over here or something like that. I'd like to kind of be near, yeah, like right here. Maybe we'll set it up here. All right, let me set that up really quick, and then I can show it off before we wrap up the episode, and we'll come back. All right, we are back, and I think I've gotten it. So we'll see if this works. I think I need to put at least 1 seed in each. So basically, I have the same setup I had over there. I've just done it in an array of 16. So basically what's going to happen is the seed, it's going to run, hopefully produce a second one. That is going to get pulled out the back. Show that 1 second. Just curious what happens when I do that. All right, so it's going to get pulled out the back and then put back in the top theory until they are completely full. Unfortunately, I think they're all going to like one specific, yeah. All right, so they're all going to this one. I don't know why, but they are. So what I'm hoping is once this fills up, it'll go to like the next one. I was hoping if I put 1 in each that it wouldn't do that, but unfortunately we are not getting. Sure, I do need to turn this that turned off, so that should put that in there. Yeah, and I have it locked. Oh, all right, but as you can see, it is quite. It's not fast, that's for sure. But I have a barrel over here for the Draconium seeds, and I just did a priority of -10. It would probably be better if I did round robin on each of these. Maybe I'm thinking maybe I should Shift click that, copy to the other ones, and maybe that will kind of spread that out, because once they all start producing, these will fill up much faster. Yes, no. All right, well, round robin seems to screw with that. All right. Yeah, let's not do that. Interesting. Round robin seems to be messing with the priority. All right. Well, that's something I I didn't think would happen. I figured it would do all the other ones except for that, but it seems like with the round robin, it was targeting that. So I don't know. I may need to just maybe just wait for everything to slowly fill up, which it will. All right, there we go. So obviously you can't put the other one in, so it has to go somewhere. And if it's going in there, then I don't know what to say. Alright, where the heck are these seeds going? Alright, so there they go. They're going in this one. Yeah, I don't know how it decides. No clue. But we'll just let that run. We're up to 6 there, and then yeah, it'll slowly, as we get more and more running, it'll speed up. So yeah, we're already up to 8. All right, but anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. We got that going. That's going to take a while. I do need 16,000 on that. I'm just realizing I should throw some upgrades on there. So many different types of upgrades. Iron tier. I think iron... may need gold tier as well. No, 16,000. All right. So just the iron. All right, so that will run, and then we should probably have our, do we have our... It's kind of weird with the power sometimes. All right, so there's that one. Fortunately, it wasn't running. I didn't realize it wasn't hooked up to power. It's because I broke it. But all right, so there's that one. We have this one running, and I'm actually realizing probably just switch this to a compressor, but I have to craft another one. Nah, I'll just leave it. And then when we're ready, we'll just translocate the stuff into a quantum compressor. But all right, anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Next episode, we will come back and hopefully a few more creative items, and we'll just that much closer to finishing at least these planks. Yeah, at least getting the chaos planks, and yeah, just quite a bit. But there is still I need to unlock the final chapter. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode, so thanks for watching and have a good one.